All right, my spell table group has arrived, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully a few more people trickle in, but I'm just going to go ahead and say thank you for watching. If you're here, I am your host, your friendly blue mage, Azoreign. You may call me Azo, and I'm excited to announce that we have crossed our 2,000 subscriber goal. So the giveaway, if you want to participate in that, go check out my X page or Twitter page or whatnot. You can find out how the giveaway is going to work. It's going to go until January 31st. I'm going to be giving away 3 prizes: a deck duel, deck box, a commander deck, and a collector's booster. I really wanted it to be a Foundations collector's booster, but I'm having a very hard time finding a Foundation. I haven't even cracked, I think I've cracked one, and it was a gift from someone else, so I have not been able to find any. So that might just be a collector's booster in general, whatever I can find, but guaranteed those are going to go out at the end of the month. So all you have to do is be subscribed here on YouTube, and then if you want 2 extra entries, go ahead and follow me on X, and then repost or retweet my post over on X. Completely free. I just want to give back for reaching 2,000. Very exciting. But we're going to get into my Discord, we're going to get into Spell Table, and we're going to stream a game of Commander. So if you want to find out how you can be on a live stream, if that's something that interests you, and you just want to be a part of a Magic community, go ahead and join my Discord. The link to that should be in the description of this video and on the bio to all my stuff, my YouTube, my Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it, should be there. So if that's something that interests you, please join. I'd like to see you there. But tonight, we have 4 decks facing off. We have a deck that I have gone back and forth a little bit about, and I'm going to try it out again tonight. It is the Maelstrom Wanderer, so just kind of big boys cascade. We have a Miss Bumbleflower deck, a very interesting Bant deck that's going to be encouraging people to draw extra cards and to put counters on their things and just do a little political scheming. We also have a Melek Is It Paragon deck that is going to be doing Is It Spellslinger off the top, copying spells, and Obuun, Maldaya Ancestor. It is Naya, it is play lands, extra lands, make your lands big, and punch people in the face with your animated lands. But with all that being said, I hope you enjoy the game. We're going to go and join said Discord and get the game fired up for you here.
So good.
All right, we are live. Shockingly, I didn't interrupt some deep philosophical conversation this time. How's everyone doing?
Pretty solid. How are you doing, man?
Dude,
Good, yeah.
I'm doing good. I'm so excited to get a game in. We've got so in Discord, Cryptos top right, playing Miss Bumbleflower. Excited to have you back on. We played 1 game together. It was a lot of fun. So I'm happy that you decided to you didn't leave the Discord immediately. So that's a good sign. And
I'm happy to be back.
Well, yes, I'm glad that Lemony in chat says kick some butt. So you got 1 supporter here in chat. And then we got, I've been trying, so Tribs is a very busy man, very important. Been trying to get him on stream for weeks now. And he's like, hey, I'm just too busy. So very glad to have Tribs back on the channel.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
And in the bottom right, playing Obuun, my favorite deck and my nemesis. Someone who's not been on the channel in a while, but we play in real life a lot. Noble down there. I love Obuun, and I will say I love Obuun, and Noble he will claim that I don't like Obuun, so we're gonna go ahead.
For a little while, when we first played this one, Azoreign would joke all the time, being like, I hate Obuun. And so I will forever say he hates this deck. He just does. He hates Obuun.
I hate it. It's so bad that it's so good. I love to hate. But we don't like to mess around here. We're in Spell Table, we're in Discord. I did a little deck intro already, so we're gonna go ahead. I have not looked at my hand, but I've got my 7 here. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the turn order 3 times, and then we can just get going.
Sounds good to me.
1, 2,
Perfect plan.
3. Okay, so it looks like Tribs and Noble switched on the bottom, and it looks like I will be starting. Oh darn. I will say, I did mention this in the Discord, so all of my participants know, but I will say just to anyone coming in or anyone watching, the wonders of parenthood and potty training are upon me. Woe be upon ye. And my 4-year-old turned 4 last weekend, has expressed interest in, he does not want to sleep in little kid underwear anymore, so he wants to try making it through the whole night without any accidents. So I may have to step away for a few minutes just to take care of things on that end, but I can assure you I've got, if I do have to step away, I've got a video queued up for my YouTube channel for just a few minutes while I have to deal with that, and then our game will be right back on track. So if you will just bear with me on that, I would appreciate it.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. That is a good looking 7. I will say I will keep that.
Oh boy, now that makes me reconsider this.
I got 4 lands and nothing under 4 mana, so I'll see what happens.
No.
I'll see how this works out.
All right. I have to familiarize myself with Miss Bumbleflower because I know so 1/5 vigilance. Whenever Kryptos casts a spell, target opponent draws a card. So I like that. A little bit of group hug. Then put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, so not even his own. It gains flying until end of turn. If this is the second time this ability has resolved, you draw 2 cards.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like it.
Yep, and she's got to use the vernacular, she's got a big butt, so she's hard to get through.
Yes. And also, before we get started, Taco Tony has some unfortunate news. He says, I have some news due to unfortunate circumstances. It is my birthday. Happy birthday, Taco.
Happy
That's fun. Happy
birthday.
birthday.
And I want to say, I remember Taco said he's working. So, Taco, you're working on your birthday, man. I feel bad for you, but hopefully we can provide you an entertaining game here.
Absolutely.
Mega and Chad, at least you had time to prepare for it, Taco. All right. So, I have my 7. Is everyone good to go?
Yep.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, then we're going to go ahead, get the orange outline on, and we will start. I'm going to draw my first magical card. Okay. I will play a Cinderglade tapped, and I'll pass. Crazy turn 1.
Alright,
Alright,
draw for
fair
the
magic.
turn. I shall play a Temple of Mysteries tapped, which allows me to scry 1. And, I shall keep that where it is. And then I shall pass turn.
Alright, pretty.
I'll
Here.
draw Late Island to pass. Easy.
Like it? Okay, let's see if I can do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna play a tapped land and I'm gonna pass.
Hey, Tribs, just go ahead and just tap your island really quick.
Yep.
All right, cool. We
Response.
all played tap lands on turn 1. Nice job, everyone. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, I will shock in my breeding pool. 1, 2. I'll pay 2, and I'll start off the ramping. I'll play 3 visits, go and get a forest, and I'll pass.
Alright, draw for the turn. I shall play a Plains. I shall tap 2 to play Mindstone.
Very nice.
And then I shall pass turn.
Untap. Draw. I'll just even it out with the mountain and pass.
Tribs, gotta play tap lands.
Oh, yeah.
I will draw. I will play a 4. And I will tap 2 to play this Colony Heart Expedition.
I'm not ready yet. Stomping Grounds.
You know, I've heard some people in some niche corners of the Commander sphere want to ban tapped lands.
Oh, man.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah, let's just ban tap lands, and we'll just have all the lands enter untapped. Everyone gets to start the game with a free Amulet of Vigor. Good God.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh my God, I keep flipping a bottom card.
Everyone gets a Amulet of Vigor and Chromatic Lantern.
Oh man. Alright, I will cut there. And Noble, you were done?
Yep.
You played Colony Heart Expedition. Let me pull that up. Okay.
Basically, whenever a land enters the battlefield, I can put a quest counter on it, and then I can remove. When I get 3 quest counters on it, I can sack it and go get 2 basic lands and put them onto my battlefield.
Copy. Alright, I will. I've untapped. I will draw my magical card. Okay. I will play a Mossfire Valley. It is the Gruul Signet land, and then I will do... Need blue, so we'll just tap like this. Do 1 up, and I will play Animar, Soul of Elements, protection from white and black. And whenever I cast a creature, Animar will get a +1 counter, and then creature spells I cast cost 1 less for each +1/+1 counter on Animar, and I will pass.
That doesn't have any synergy with Maelstrom Wonder at all.
Nope, not at all.
He's
Looking
going
the
so
same boat in my
fast.
head.
Alrighty. I shall play Temple of Plenty. Comes into play tapped. I get to scry. I shall... Yeah, I will bury that for now. Let's see. I shall tap a green to play Spore Frog.
Oh.
Okay.
And then I shall pester.
Alright. Untap.
It's a Spore Frog. It does nothing.
It
Don't
does
worry.
a lot for 1 mana.
I'll play an island and then simply tap 3 for T-Jin.
Well, no, it does one thing for 1 mana. It just does it really well.
It
but
just,
then
yeah,
it dies.
it does it very well.
And then it dies.
Flying Star 4 equal to power equal to number of instant sorceries in my graveyard. And then it makes my instants and sorceries cost 1 generic less. So bad. We'll pass after that.
Alright. We'll draw this card on tap. I'm gonna keep it simple here. I'm gonna play a command tower return, putting a quest counter on Colony. And then I will tap for 3 and I will play this Mossborn Hydra. And this enters the +1/+1 counter, and then it has landfall. When it lands, there's a double number of counters on this creature.
Yep.
And with that, I shall pass.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. Well, I'm noticing a little lack of a certain color. Play Mountain. Then I will do 2 and 3. I'll play Shaman of Forgotten Ways. So he can tap and add 2 colors of any mana to my mana pool, spend this mana only to cast creatures, and then he has a formidable ability for 11 mana, 9 green, and tapping him. Each player's life total becomes the number of creatures they control, and I can only activate this if all of my creatures have a total power of 8, so a very steep cost. But when I cast him, Animar will get... I don't know how much my deck is doing +1 counter stuff, so I'll just use my D20 here. So Animar will get a single +1 counter. Can't really do much else, so I'll tap 2 and I'll play a Swiftfoot Boots. And I cannot whip it. So that'll hang out up here. And I guess I'll just try and pressure... The Mossborn Hydra's a 1/1.
Yep.
I'm gonna go after Spore Frog. I'm gonna attack you, Cryptos, for 2 damage.
Tap 1, Swords to Plowshare, Animar.
He has protection from white.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Dang.
I lagged out, guys. Anything happen
Nope, you
in
didn't
the
miss
last 2
nothing.
seconds?
Nope.
Okay.
Cryptos doesn't have a Swords to Plowshares in his hand.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then that's all I got. So if that's
I'll,
it,
I'll go ahead and take it.
yep. And
That's
that's all I got.
That's what, 2?
Just 2.
Somebody's not getting any cards from this Bumbleflower.
Yeah.
I don't know. The game's still early. I'm not like...
I just know, so I think I might just have a very bad reputation of Spore Frog in an early, in a very early play group I had, there was a person with a Marin deck, and Spore Frog was the first card that they would tutor out. And then with Marin, you have one experience counter. You just sacrifice Spore Frog, and it was just, okay, no one's ever dealing combat damage to me. And so I was like, wow, that card is just so hard to get around. So maybe I'm just traumatized a little.
All right, I'm
less
going to
than
play a
Bumbleflower.
prairie stream. It comes in tapped because for some odd reason, the many basic land in this deck are hiding. And for giggles, and so I have something to block with, though I can't block Animar with her, here comes Miss Bumbleflower.
She's here.
And then I shall pass turn.
So how much do you want for you to put some counters on Animar?
I can't.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. I guess, yeah,
Bro.
you cannot target Animar with Miss Bumbleflower's ability. Darn. Animar, you suck.
Unto himself.
I'm just gonna pay for you know me loving Talrand.
Sorry,
Right.
Animar's racism is it's biting him in the butt.
On full display. Dude, Talrand, an oldie but a goodie.
Laugh. And I got nothing else. So.
I'm gonna play my land for turn, putting on doubling the Mossborn Hydra's power, and putting the counter on Kahani. I'll probably just tap 4 from my commander out.
Obuun's
And
here.
Obuun's here, and I will pass my turn from there. You know, 4-cost commander, like coming out turn 4, I feel like that's pretty fair.
Pretty fair. Well, I have an 8-cost commander. Untap.
I have a
Upkeep.
6-cost.
Draw. I know 6 in Izzet especially.
It's rough.
You know, I find Talrin's flavor text like for 2/2, he's pretty mouthy.
Mm.
The seas are vast, but the skies are even more so. Why
okay.
be content with one kingdom when I can rule them both?
Talrand, if I remember right, Talrand had like a story spotlight back when he first came out, and Talrand is like a pretty baller dude. He's pretty much like yeah, right in his card is where like he battled some like sky like flying entity, and he was just like he was not content with just being a merfolk in the sea, and he's like a pretty cool dude.
Mm.
But yeah, but he's still a 2/2, so it's just like
Yeah.
Yes, you can summon 2/2 drakes. Congratulations.
Mm.
Here's a Doomblade.
Yeah. Here's my swords to plowshares. Alright. I'm going to tap the Shaman of Forgotten Ways and add 2 blue to my mana pool. And then I will go, so discounted by 1, 2, and 4. I will cast Tatiova, Benthic Druid. So whenever I play a land, or whenever a land enters the battlefield, I will draw a card. I will then immediately follow that up. So I'm just getting like bombarded with like emails or something. Gonna play this Fabled Passage that will trigger Tatiova, and I'll draw a card. I will then tap and sacrifice my Fabled Passage, and I will go get a basic, and I need some more islands. So I will put an island out, and then if I control 4 or more lands, untap that land. So the island will enter and then untap itself. And Animar gets another counter. I will cut right there. Animar gets a counter. Land entered. Tatiova triggers. I'll draw a card. Alright. So my creatures now cost 2 less, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Don't think that's enough to cast my commander. Too short. So I will just go ahead and do... For 3, I need 2 green, and 1. I will cast Orin Frostfang. Put another counter on Animar. Now, my attacking creatures have Death Touch. Whenever a creature I control deals combat damage to a player, I draw a card.
I love that card.
So it's nice. So Animar has protection from Miss Bumbleflower and Obuun. So I kind of want to keep him back for a blocker. Oh, well, before I move to combat, I guess I have 1 mana left. I'll tap the Breeding Pool, and I'll equip the Swiftfoot Boots onto the Oran Frost Fang.
True.
Yeah, I think I will send... I just want to draw some cards here. I'm going to send Animar at Tribs, and I'll send the Oran Frostfang at Noble. So it will be 4 at Tribs and 2 at Noble.
I'll take the 2.
Okay.
I'm taking 4.
All right, then Oran Frostfang triggers. I'll draw 2 cards, and I'm done. I'll pass.
So good.
Alright, draw for the turn. Alright, who wants a gift?
Ooh, I like
I
gifts.
I
do.
wouldn't mind it, yeah.
Alright, who has an artifact or an enchantment?
I do.
Not me.
Not.
You have Swift.
You have an
Boots.
artifact.
Oh, shoot. I forgot. It's down there. I do.
Let's see. Making sure I read this right. Alright, so let's go with Tribs has the lowest health, so I'll gift him the card.
Mm.
I shall tap 2 and cast Wear Down on Azos with Foot Boots.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. Gift a card. You may promise a gift to an opponent. They draw a card. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If a gift was promised, destroy 2 artifacts and enchantments. So what is your second target?
What was the other artifact in play or enchantment?
I have my Colony Heart Expedition.
Kaboom.
Dang.
Oh, man, I really wanted that.
And now I believe Miss Bumbleflower also triggers.
Yep,
I
Miss
really wanted
Bumbleflower
that.
triggers. She gets a +1/+1. And Noble, because I blew up yours and you're sad, you may draw a card.
Wow.
Well, I'll take a card at least there.
Miss Bumbleflower giveth, Miss Bumbleflower taketh away.
Hey,
Yeah,
what-
it's 2
what did we
lands
draw?
though. They just get lost right there. That sucks.
Wait, what did he draw?
I'll take a card.
What, Tribs?
What was that last draw from? I drew off the cast.
You drew off the cast of Wear Down, and the Noble drew off Miss Bumbleflower's ability.
The ability?
Yes, so it says whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card. So,
That was me, right?
no, the Wear Down is gift a card. So, Kryptos chose you to gift a card, which is you drew. Then Miss Bumbleflower
I
triggered.
see.
Yep.
Okay, I thought it was the cast trigger of the Bumbleflower.
Mhm.
I think that's
No. And then let's see. What's the thing on your field, Azo, that gives everything Death Touch?
The thing that you just made non-hexproof, the Oran Frostfang.
a little snake.
He's just a little snake. He's just 2 power.
And the thing next to it, what does the Oracle do, or Snake?
So this is Tatiova. Whenever a land enters... Oh, hang on. Sorry. And whenever a land enters, I gain 1 life and draw a card. So sorry, I had 2 lands enter Fabled Passage in the island, and I did not gain my 2.
true.
So I'm back to 40.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and...
Swords, that one. Oh no, 2. Not swords.
Yep, not swords. Well, I could swords. That would leave me mana open. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to tap 1, and I'm going to swords to plowshare the Death Touch snake. No more. Everything has Death Touch.
Okay.
Which means she triggers for a second time. Who wants a +1/+1 counter?
Oh, I do.
Valorant.
My someone of mine wants
Poor
counters.
frog.
Let's see. I'm thinking of her between 1 and 5. Trey, what's your guess?
Well, wait, hang on. I'm just making sure I'm reading this right. Whenever
First
you
one
cast a
draws,
spell,
so, you know.
an opponent draws a card. Period.
Yeah.
Put a counter on target creature. Period. It gains flying. It's on its turn. Period.
Yep.
If this is the second time, you draw 2 cards. So, do the first things happen and then you draw 2, or is the
Yes.
if? So when it
No.
says if, it's not a replacement effect. It's not you just draw 2.
Yeah, it's not a replacement. It does it in addition.
Okay.
You're right. So right now I'm choosing who's getting the +1/+1, who's
Yep.
getting the so technically still on the stack,
Mm-hmm.
who's getting the card draw. All right, whoever gets the +1/+1 cannot draw a card. So who wants the +1/+1?
I think all 3 of us
I
do.
won't draw a card.
Or
Who
draw.
wants it?
Very
Who
nice.
wants to draw the card?
Noble.
Everyone.
I'll take a counter. I don't want the card.
Oh.
Okay, so I guess I will put a +1/+1 on the Hydra and let Tribs draw a card.
Wow, I'm feeling extremely left out.
Well, you smacked me off the bat with an Animar.
I did.
What do you expect?
I did, and I don't feel bad about it.
Also, that Hydra's flying for until the end of turn, and I get to draw 2 cards.
Miss Bumbleflower
Massive.
popping off.
I'm not popping off. I'm existing.
Yeah, she's just sitting there. She's just chilling.
People
Drawing
are
your 2
poking
cards
at me,
is-
so I
is still good though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I just did that. I drew my 2 cards, to mana open, and then I shall pass turn.
All right. Not swinging your Vigi flyer. I guess you did give him flying and not flying. Could have have the Azo back.
That's true. I'm open.
Okay. I think we just been moving slow and steady. Do more later. For 3 or 4 for a Jace's Sanctum. Enchantment, instant and sorceries cast cost 1 to cast. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I scry 1.
Oh, just remember, Swords to Plowshare, did you gain the life equal to its power?
I did. I gained 2 life, so I'm at 42.
Okay.
Then I will play a Terramorphic Expanse. I'm just going to crack it right now and go get an island. And boom. All you, Noble.
Alrighty. I'm gonna draw this magic card. Untap everything. Gonna first tap 3 mana to play this evolution stage. I'm then going to play a Fabled Passage.
That is a scary combo. Yeah. Ooh, and a Fabled Passage.
So Fabled Passage will enter. Obuun will trigger first, and I'll put a +1/+1 counter onto him. I'm then going to have the Mossboard Hydra, or I'm going to have Evolution Stage trigger, so it's going to proliferate. Boom. Boom. And then we have Mossboard Hydra trigger, so it's going to double its counters, so it's going to go up to 8.
That's so good.
I'm then going to sack the Fabled Passage and switch my for a basic land card. And because
Oh
I do have
my.
4 or more cards, it's gonna enter untapped. So I'm gonna go grab a mountain.
So that thing is going to be a 16/16.
Well, it's gonna be
Yep.
a little bit bigger because it's gonna do so. Obuun triggers for that. Evolution triggers, so it's gonna go to
Mhm.
9. Obuun's gonna go to 4. And then the Monster Badge is gonna trigger, so it's gonna be an 18/18.
This is why you don't Poke the bunny.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you're safe. You've been everyone's friend except mine, so I think I know where that's going from. No.
Yeah, you are almost like no defenses, no mana.
Yeah,
I promise I'm not gonna do this every time.
I'm fine with it.
I'm gonna swing one time this
Mhm.
big 18/18 trampler your way.
Don't forget to animate your land from Obuun.
I'm not going to.
Okay. Up to 1. So yeah, I guess. All right. So I'm getting 18 at my base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Go to 24.
I'm happy there. They might have passed.
All right. Ouch. Untap. Well, Tatiova can gain me 1 life when lands enter, so maybe that'll be enough. Untap, upkeep, draw. Alright, so I think I've mathed this out at least, so we're gonna just go ahead. And well, hang on. So it'd be 2 discounted by 3 and 4. And that leaves me enough to go. Yep. Okay, so I will tap for that, and I'm going to play Avenger of Zendikar.
Oh, I love that card.
I know you do. When Avenger enters, I'll make a 0/1 plant for each land I control. Let me grab my tokens. Which is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are O1s.
Are they 0110s?
Are they what?
What?
I don't know what you just said.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh. Then Animar will get a counter. So now Maelstrom Wanderer will cost 4 mana. And I have exactly 4. So I will tap 4. And I will attempt to cast Maelstrom Wanderer. Animar will get a counter. Tribs, I think. Well, hang on, Miss Bumbleflower, Cryptos, you've got 2 mana up. Response to the Maelstrom Wanderer on the stack.
Not at this moment. Maybe next time.
All right. So the Cascades are on cast, which is lovely. So I'm going to reveal to the top till I hit something that's less than 8. So I reveal Vorinclex. Trample Reach. When Vorinclex enters, search for 2 forests, put them into my hand. And then he's got his flip ability for 8 mana. Then
It's
I'll
the Green Phyrexian Leader.
Yep. I'll reveal the next. Tireless Provisioner. Whenever a land enters, I can create a food or a treasure. So those are the first 2. Cascade is casting, so Animar should get 2 more +1 counters. Those will enter. Vorinclex will go ahead and search me up 2 forests. I'll just grab the first 2 I find. Doesn't really matter if they're basics.
Draw 2, gain 2.
No, so those go to my hand. So not out on the battlefield. Just grab a double basic, because I don't want to sit here and search through. I think I got almost all of my forest type cards, so I don't want to waste time just looking through my library. Do a quick shuffle. Cut there. So the other great thing that the Maelstrom Wanderer does is he says creatures you control have haste.
Something like that.
He's something like that. I will then play a forest. I have not played a land for the turn. I'll play a forest. That will trigger Tireless Provisioner, Tatiova, and the Avenger of Zendikar. So I will gain 1 life. I will draw 1 card. I will make a treasure. And then my plants get +1/+1. I will draw these in a second. I just don't want to waste a bunch of time on my turn. Can't play extra lands or anything. I've got 2 mana. Creatures do cost 7 less, but
Holy.
Well, at this point, you can just bounce Maelstrom Wanderer if you want to.
I mean, I'd have to find a way to bounce him. I don't have anything yet.
You just have his sack outlet and just keep summoning him back.
That would be pretty. I actually don't believe I have any sacrifice outlets in this deck.
That seems like a missed opportunity.
I think I saw the line that you're saying where it's just kind of like, not like infinite. You know, I have no infinites in here, but I've got a lot of damage on. I mean, I guess they're still pretty small. My plants are now 1/2s, but they do have haste. Got 2, 4, 6. I have exactly 7 cards. I think we're just gonna pass for now because I don't really have great attacks. I want some blocks. I think Noble, that giant Hydra is really scaring me. My life total's at 25. I
mean, I wasn't gonna do anything, and then you just spawn in like 10 more creatures for your battlefield.
I know.
That's definitely scary.
All right, so now we'll commence the great drawing of the tokens. And I am done, so Cryptos, you can go.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Let's see. I'm going to play. Yep. Maya Coast. Maya Coast. Because why not? I have 6 mana. I'm going to tap 6 mana. Tap all the manas.
Oh,
All the
Snapping out.
6 mana.
To play Coveted Gem or Coveted Jewel.
Ooh, I love that one.
It is a cool card.
I get to draw 3 cards.
It's very coveted.
Is it worth getting smacked if I try to take it?
See, but the thing is that also Cryptos can control who gets it, technically, at least once with Spore Frog. Because it's like, oh, hey, I want it, I'm going to attack you. Okay, sacrifice Spore Frog, no jewel for you.
Yeah, so Spore Frog is very good.
I know, it is so good. He's so cute. He's just a good little guy.
Because I played Coveted, this happens.
Oh, yes.
Who wants to draw a card?
Noble does for real.
I do.
I mean, I always take a card, it doesn't hurt me.
Well, Azo, I would draw. I would let you draw a card, but you have a very scary board now, and there's a Maelstrom Wanderer in play, so it's just a pain in my butt. Is there some sort of guarantee so I can give you some benefits from me playing the bunny deck, or are you just gonna stab?
I mean, I'd love to get in on this card draw action, but my goal is to end the game. I can't say for, like, I don't plan on, like, okay, next turn, I'm gonna win. But, I mean, I do have quite a big board. I'm just, like, my life total's already almost at half. And I know that, like, I have, like, a good amount of healthy blockers, but that big smash for 18 just really kind of scared me a little bit, because if I go too hard, I go all out at someone, I'm pretty afraid that I'm just going to be able to get absolutely nuked on the crackback. So I'm kind of playing a little bit more defensively right now.
All right.
I will
Okay.
make no promises or deals, but
Fine.
drawing
I
a
will
card,
give Azo, one free card draw. One card draw. You get to draw one card.
Thank you,
Watching the
sir.
blue player a card. Wow, it's scary move. Scary move.
And Noble, if you will not hit me with it, I will give your Hydro +1/+1.
Dang.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll be the
Dang.
next turn. I will not hit you with the Hydra. That's what I will promise.
I think it was pretty safe that you weren't going to anyway.
All right, that works for me. And I shall.
He's so big. This is what my deck's supposed to do.
Mm.
Big.
I shall pass turn.
All right.
Happy man.
Interesting.
My things are big. That's all I want.
Noble has won the game if his creatures are massive.
Yes, yes. As a happy man.
We got Lion in chat. What's the situation? Well, there's a lot of situations. Miss Bumbleflower is playing exceptionally well. Doing a lot of group huggy things, being friends with everyone. Tribs is a little slow to get into the game, but I have a
Playing
sneaking
basic lands.
suspicion that he is going to fly under the radar and then pop like a good Izzet deck. He's got a good setup. He's got Tolerand, 2 cost reducers in the Jhin and Jace's Sanctum. About to start his turn. I imagine that Tribs is going to get that coveted jewel, or at least try to. Noble has 4
try.
counters on Obuun, has an Evolution Sage, and 19 counters on a Moss-born Hydra that I've already taken to the face. Anyway, Trip, sorry. It is your turn.
No. What up, Link?
no. That
was a great summary, honestly. Got me hyped for my turn. Paying 1 red for a Seething Song, reduced by 2, so I'm gonna make 5 red.
Nice. I bet that's good to hit with Melek out.
He'll hit Halrand, and then also Jace's Sanctum. Drive, and I'll put the bottom. Yep, and
Another
then
basic land.
you know what's up.
Yep.
Landscape.
It's got to be the Melek turn here.
Yeah, and we'll play
Dude,
Melek.
okay. Melek has, I don't know if I can search it up on Spell Table, but Melek has one of my favorite alternate arts. I don't remember what it's from, but it's like it's like the full art Melek. I used to have one. I thought I still did have one, but like it's I love
cool.
his alternate art. It looks so cool. We got Dawson Griever in chat.
Chaos Warp on top.
Oh, that's
Oh, no.
that's
No.
nice.
So now, just to remind everyone in chat, Melek makes Tribs play with the top card revealed, but then Tribs may cast instant and sorceries from the top of his library, and whenever he does, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Tribs Lion says that he misses you, and Noble Lion says that the fate of the forests rest in your hands.
Thank you. I make you proud.
Oh my god. Okay, so I have to cast that, but what do I target? So it's obviously Animar.
Obviously. What if I didn't want you to target
You
him?
have so much over there. It's so scary. How close are you to just tapping and
Doing the formidable
adding
thing?
4 life? Yeah.
So it's 11 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still a few turns away.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pay 1 red, reduced by 2 to Chaos. Melek is gonna copy it, and with the copy, I will target Animar,
Mm-hmm.
and then the original thing, I'll go Avenger.
Okay. Those are your confirmed targets as I look through my fogged up glasses as I try not to cry.
Those are my targets.
Alright, well, I kind of have a plan for Animar, so I'm going to go ahead and crack my treasure, and I'll attempt to Swan Song the one that's targeting Animar.
Oh, sorry, no good.
No!
Have coveted jewel. Long River's Pool. I will gift card to, let's see, who wants gifted card? I'll give it to Tribs. Tribs is nice guy. Tribs gets card. That gets counted. Bun Bun gets bigger, and Animar and Avenger go bye-bye.
Joke's on you, I'm gonna pull him off the top.
He's gonna get both of them back. And it's gonna be... If you get Avenger back, oh
gotta be so
I'm just
good.
gonna cheat. Hang on, let me shuffle my deck off
That's reasonable.
camera.
honestly.
Do it.
Alright, so Animar in his 7 counters leave my battlefield, and Avenger's End card does as well. I'm just gonna pop them back in at the same time. But I will shuffle twice, obviously. I'm not just gonna like reveal the top 2 cards. So shuffle
Also,
on camera.
Also, I have a random floating red mana. It's gonna die soon.
I get another burb, and I missed my scry trigger, but that's okay.
Long River's pull, or wait, the coveted jewel. So 3 mana of any one color. So you tapped them all 3 blue, correct?
Oh yeah, all 3 blue. All
Yeah.
3 blue.
Alright, so then Tribs, you're gonna tell me when to stop for the cut.
Let's go 33% down.
33% down, we'll go right there.
Perfect.
Alright, this is the first cut.
Repeating, of course. So.
Yes. Reveal a flooded grove. Now,
Permanent.
does that say?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I
permanent,
didn't
So it goes on the
look at it.
field.
Okay, so if that's a permanent, it goes on the field. That will trigger Tatiova and my Tireless Provisioner. I will make a treasure, and I will draw a card.
Hmm.
Then we'll do it again. We'll do it a little faster this time.
This is how he's gonna cheat right here.
Yeah.
He's gonna get fast.
Oh,
He
wow.
knows
Oh,
what
shoot,
I
card
dropped
it
my
is.
deck. Okay, all right, we're
Oh,
back,
no.
guys. Let's see.
Bottom card to the top.
Bottom to top.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Okay,
man,
bottom to top.
what is it?
It's a mountain.
Oh,
Enters.
Nice.
I'll make another treasure.
Tatiova trigger.
I'll gain another life, and I'll draw another card.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Tireless Provisioner is pretty good. And I'm drawing my card.
Okay. The Bumbleflower counter?
Yeah, I put it on Bumbleflower.
Okay.
So she flies now.
She
Oh,
flies. now.
Only until the end of turn.
Yeah.
She flies now until the end of turn.
I was
Still
curious
good.
because of my flyer. Okay. I am going to pay 1 to cycle this lonely sandbar.
Magnus the Red on top. I see that, dude. He's such a cool card.
Oh, the Ring
Yeah.
of Soul. I don't know if I can get the Ring of Soul. Play a mountain for turn. And
Azoreign's the arch enemy, it seems. Yep. I mean, that's just what happens when you play Maelstrom Wanderer. I was ready for it.
that'll be it. I'll pass.
Alrighty. Draw my card.
Very
To be
solid
fair,
turn here from Tribs.
This would have worked out very differently had you not poked the bunny at the first opportunity.
2 damage equals a life sentence in the Miss Bumbleflower
Massive.
jail.
Alright, I'm going to start by playing a land per turn.
Yeah, let's see what
Oh.
nuttiness Nova's gonna do here.
Do 20. I'll put the +1/+1 counter from Obuun onto the evolution stage, and then she'll proliferate that to 5. She'll put this one up to 40. Well, he'll go up to 40. And then we'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4 mana to cast this migration path. So I'll go switch my up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So we'll grab another forest, and we'll grab another mountain. Wherever my mountains went. There we go. That's going to trigger the things again, so it's going to get 2 more counters. It's going to go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 counters.
Lion says that he's predicting that Noble kills me right here.
And then this gets up 2 more counters, so it'll go to 4 when I double. And then it gets another 40 counters.
40? Good
Oh
lord.
yeah, 'cause it's at 22, so it hits
Mhm.
another 22. Oh, it was at 42, sorry, so it goes
Well, my original plan with that Long Rivers pool was to counter something Noble casts.
I mean,
and then
you could have just let it keep Animar at that point.
Well, no, and then put the +1/+1 on the Hydra, so the Hydra gets flying and bigger.
Okay. All right, so your plan was to just make sure I definitely died.
I mean, he is currently at 20, 40, 60, and 84 trample.
Yeah, even if I full blocked,
I could take it.
I can take it. Trust me,
I mean-
you can't.
I have to kill. I see. Okay, I can't. It really only makes sense to attack you, Azo. I think in
If
this
that's
case.
what
I
you
mean,
gotta do, then that's what you gotta
Tibbs
do.
also, I think, makes sense to attack, but I don't
Nah, I
think
don't
yet.
think so.
And then we got the Spore Frog in the corner, so that doesn't make any sense to attack yet. So I think I'm just gonna, Azo, I'm sorry, I'm gonna swing this 84 Hydra with trample your way.
Unfortunately, I have no response. Even if I full block, I mean, I'm
Sack
only
the
at
Spore
27.
Frog.
Yeah. Do you want to sack Spore Frog?
What would you give me if I sacked Spore Frog?
Oh man.
If
Yeah.
you sack Spore Frog, I will try and take out Noble on my turn.
But then you gotta still deal with Azo.
Well, yeah, there's that.
All my strength comes from one
see-
creature. All you guys gotta do is get rid of one creature.
See, here's the thing. I know for a fact that even if you could chump block and not get killed by the giant Hydra that's currently raining down your face hole, that you would try to get rid of Noble anyway. So I'm asking what you could give me, because right now, self-preservation wise, of course you'd try and take out Noble on your turn. Who wouldn't?
I don't think
I'm
I
asking
can.
what you would.
I mean, what do you want? Because I can't. I don't think my deck is equipped to give you anything. I give you the gift of taking out a player. That's not you. Is really the only bargaining chip I have.
Sadly, that is not enough.
Is there something that you would want?
Some winning lotto numbers.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll text those right over. Hazel, this is why you add a card like Fling to your deck. No, I think this is why Noble needs to add a card like Fling to his
Oh, it's
deck.
in here somewhere.
It
I
is?
just don't have
Okay.
it.
All right, I'm
So-
going to cede priority. I will not be popping the Spore Frog.
Tribs, you got your Spore Frog. Where's your Spore Frog? Save me.
Save you. I
Nothing.
don't think I've
Tribs.
ever had this creature this big before. It's pretty cool.
I'll take Trib's stunned silences now.
You know, the fun part is that
Sorry,
same
buddy.
Hydra.
Oh, my mic was muted. I got nothing. Yeah.
All right, I shall fall. What was my top card? And it was Heroic Intervention.
You know, the fun part is I have that same Hydra in this deck.
It's a cool card.
Yeah, it's a very good card.
Plus
Alright,
Simic
I passed turn
Ascendancy.
from there, boys.
Okay, so my turn.
Make ascendancy. Okay.
Oh, that was funny. Ah, the bunny politics. Always fun.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pieces, Maelstrom. You will be missed. Well, I guess I got all this time to go and look for my top 3 cards.
Yep.
You were doing a lot. You were doing a lot that game.
I was, so I'm not unhappy. I had a plan, so okay. Listen to this. Sorry, really quick. I'm just going to show you. Basically, my next turn, hypothetically, if I still had Animar out, I was going to use this card. So I had Coma in hand that I was going to use to tap down the Hydra forever. And then I had
Yeah, no.
Analyze the Pollen. So I was going to go and tutor for a creature. Basically cast it for almost nothing. And then I was going to just go and get a really huge creature and try and land it and just smash Noble in the face. And then
Sorry, go on.
No, you're the last. So with Animar, I was going to use Analyze the Pollen to go and get a creature, and then I was going to try and activate Vorinclex's ability to mill 10 and put 2 creatures on the battlefield. Maelstrom Wanderer would give everything haste. So I was just planning on some sort of big, dumb combat step. That was my plan.
All right.
I am
So,
gone.
did I play a land for this turn?
I don't know.
Not that I'm aware of. I've played one a turn.
Okay. Same here. I will play island. All right. Time for some shenaniganizing. All right. I have a question. Who here likes octopus rings?
Octopus rings.
Octopus rings.
I have no opinion because I
I
am
have no
dead.
idea what you're talking about. So
Let
I have
me-
an octopus deck. So they're kind of cool.
Octopus rings. Is it going to be like
onion
Octavia,
rings?
the Living Thesis?
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to tap 5 and gift an octopus to Tribs with my Octomancer.
Oh. I've never seen.
You get an 8/8 octopus.
Oh my!
Nice.
I do.
Why am I giving him an 8/8 octopus? Because Octomancer lets me get a token copy of any creature token that entered to play this turn.
Is this in the precon?
This is in the precon.
Okay, I might have the token then.
I'm sure it does somewhere. Yes, here is the octopus. Mwahahaha.
Pretty
But
good.
it doesn't pop out yet because you have one right now. I don't have one. I get mine at the end of the turn. All right, and now Bumbleflower triggers. Who wants to draw a card?
I
Would you
do.
like me to have a soul ring?
All right, well, since he got the octopus, Noble, you get to draw a card.
Yay.
Bumbleflower gets a little bit bigger.
Wait, Hand Noble, how big was your Hydra?
84.
Okay, I just want to make sure that my life total is accurate. So I'm at negative 57.
You could have blocked.
You could have blocked like I think 20 to 30 of it.
Yeah, and like I had a pretty decent board. I just wasn't expecting the Hydra to
I
become
just
an
go from
87.
20 to an 84.
Yeah, I wonder if I didn't get rid of the Avenger. Instead, I got rid of like Flex, and you got the 2 more landfall triggers. Moving close.
Off of the Chaos Warp.
Yeah.
So now the thing is that you guys got to figure out a way to deal with that before Noble's next turn.
I mean, Spore Frog is still there.
That,
Yep, so
I mean,
Frog is still there.
handles it for at least a turn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get it handled for at least 2 turns.
Ooh.
So, you may hate me for this, Tribs, but trust me, it's not personal.
All good.
Tap 3, I'm going to play Martial Impetus and put it on the Hydra.
What does that do?
Gives it goads it.
It's goes,
It
right?
+1/+1 and it's goaded. Tribs, you get to draw a card because you're now the only viable target for the giant insane thing. So you get to draw a card. I put the +1/+1 on Bumbleflower, and then I get to draw 2 cards.
I do want to just remind or mention to chat in Cryptos, you'll have to confirm. You said that this Bumbleflower deck is mainly a precon, correct?
It is all precon. I have done nothing.
So just for
The
you
precon's
people
so
in
good.
chat and both Noble and Tribs, this is a pure precon and it is hanging incredibly well.
Very well. That pure Spore Frog is what's doing me right now.
Mhm.
All right, and I shall pass turn. Tribs, you're up.
So if anyone ever says, "Oh, my deck's just a precon, it sucks," just remember this game. This
They can do
Bumbleflower is
this.
doing some cool stuff.
Oh, end step, you make a.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Unless you want a Drake, you know. Cool.
Yeah, well, no, it has to be something that came into play
Oh, true,
this
true,
turn. So I get an octopus. but that repeats at the end of every turn.
Ooh.
So
if you make a token, I get one.
might just.
By the way, where did your octopus get +1/+1 from?
He just has +1 and is goaded. Just a little reminder for me.
No, no, not the octopus is goaded. The Hydra's goaded.
Oh.
Yeah, like the Hydra's goaded. Because he doesn't
Understandable.
want the Hydra coming at him.
Yeah, okay. Misunderstood. Well, how many cards do you have in hand, Nicole?
7. Well, no,
7?
more. I have 8 now because of that extra card.
True, yeah. Well, let's...
I might not be able to win, but I can make sure that I do not go down easy.
Yeah, Jessica's will in hand.
No, I wish. I will play that Soul Ring, I guess, for starters. Seems like a decent little place to start. And then... I think I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will play Magnus the Red.
Dude, I love Magnus. I think he's so cool. He's cool in Warhammer, and he's very good in Magic.
So flying 4/5. He's got Unearthly Power. Unearthly Power, which we all know. Won't describe that one. And he's also got Blade of Maggot, so we're all good. You guys know those. He reduces my spells, and then whenever he does combat damage, I make a 3/3 token. So that will allow me to hopefully pay. Let's see. So my spells are reduced right now by 3, 4, 5. I will pay 1 and exile these little lands for treasure cruise.
What does Treasure Cruise do?
So it's delve, and I draw 3 cards. So each card you exile from your graveyard, casting spell, pays for 1 generic. So I exiled 2 cards. It has a reduced cost by 5, 3 from Magnus, 1 from the Djinn, 1 from Jace's Sanctum. I will get a bird on cast, and I will scry on cast. Actually, I want the Exotic Orchard. I will keep it on top.
Lion in chat says Azo, heretic confirmed. Let me just say, man, before Magnus turned to chaos, all he was trying to do was warn the Emperor about Horus falling to chaos. He did nothing wrong. The Emperor just wanted to spank him a little bit, and then apparently that made Magnus go into a never-ending crusade of war and death.
Well, actually, that's not what happened. What originally happened was when the Emperor chastised Magnus, Magnus said, okay, this is my bad. Sorry for breaking your stuff, Dad. Just have Lehman Russ come pick me up. I will surrender. I will have my men stand down. Just only punish me, not my sons. They had nothing to do with this. Emperor said, okay. That was the order he passed down the chain of command to Lehman Russ. Unfortunately, Horus intercepted the order and changed it to ice 'em.
Man, all
Yeah.
the spells cost so little.
Yeah.
Thousand Sons got totally wrecked in the lore.
Well, the funny part is that Thousand Sons would not have gotten wrecked if, for some odd reason, Magnus did not try to fight Lehman Russ in a melee duel. Like, when he came out of his red pyramid, he was like blasting whole swaths of the desert into the warp. If he had just stuck to doing that instead of trying to fight Lehman Russ on the ground, he would have won. But no, he wanted a cage match to make himself feel equal to his brother.
I still like Magnus a lot.
Oh, I love Magnus. I love Magnus. He's the only one of the Trader Primarchs who was literally just messed over by chaos.
He got the raw end of the deal.
Yeah, unfortunately, his mastery of the warp got Trajan's attention. Well, not Trajan, but Zeech's attention. And, well... And then the Emperor didn't tell anyone anything about the warp, because he's an idiot. Trip.
I cast a big score off the top of my library, so I started Mountain, and then I drew 2 and made 2 treasure, and then... Or drew 2 and made 2 treasure again. So I have 4 treasure. I am then going to... Let's see. It's a lot of manias.
See, now the challenging part for Tribs here is going to be, can he make enough blockers to block the Hydra?
Or find a way to make it dump all of its +1/+1s.
Or manage to get that Chaos Warp back from the graveyard. Not completely impossible.
Or just have a straight up no spell.
I have one plan, and it is what the deck is really built around, so it'll be fun, I hope. But I'm going to pay 1 for Ignite Memories.
Ooh.
And I'm going to hold priority to pay 2 more red to Wild Ricochet it. So Ignite Memories is target player reveals a card at random from his or her hand. Ignite Memory deals damage to that player equal to the card's converted mana cost, and then has Storm. And then I'm gonna Wild Ricochet, so you may choose new targets for the target insert sorcery spell, then copy that spell, you may choose new targets for copy.
So this
I'm gonna target Noble.
Yep, this is Tribs' last gas here. So basically, hold up, before it goes through, I just want to make sure that everyone here and everyone in chat understands. So the Ignite Memories is going to go on the stack. Tribs is holding priority. Wild Ricochet is going to be cast. That does count towards the Storm count. Wild Ricochet is copying Ignite Memories. So that is also copying it with Storm. So you're going to get to do all of these, like the Ignite Memories twice with Storm, correct?
I'm not sure. I think maybe.
Because it says when you play the spell, copy it for each spell you've cast before this turn, which right now is going to be Wild Ricochet, Big Score, Treasure Cruise, Magnus the Red,
Magnus, and Soul Ring.
Soul Ring. And you will get the original copy of Ignite Memories. So that will be 6 of the original. Then Wild Ricochet will copy Ignite Memories, and now will you get 12? Either Lemony or Lion, can you confirm in chat? Does the Storm, if you copy a stormed spell, do you... Here, I'm dead, I can search it up, but Lemony or Lion, if you guys are in chat and you want to weigh in here.
In the meantime, we can definitely start doing them.
I'm gonna look up Wild Ricochets real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go find it.
For the same reason, an effect like Twin Cast or Beam Splitter Mage, which can copy a spell with Storm, you will only create a single new spell. The copy's Storm ability will not trigger, as the spell was not cast, it was copied.
That'll help.
Where is that Wild?
So, in short, the copy of Ignite Memories does not count toward the original Ignite Memories. So both of them will only get 6 off of Storm.
So, well, there will be 7 triggers of Ignite Memories, because there's 6 for the original, and then Wild Ricochet is copying it once. Because Wild Ricochet does not say cast, it just says copy the spell. So there was 6 on the stack. Wild Ricochet makes a 7th. So Noble, you will do this 7 times.
Yeah, and then I get a
In response, I think this works. I'm going to pay 1, and I'm gonna bolt bend the spell from me over to Nyleroy. Nyleroy, sorry. So that way I'm not the target player, he is.
So now change the target of a spell or ability. So you have 7 targeting you, Noble. You, Bolt Bend, will
Well, it
do-
says target player reveals it, and then it has Storm. So then can I redirect that target player to
You could-
him, and then the Storm hits
You
him
should do
with it?
Wild Ricochet, because Wild Ricochet changes the target of the spell, and then you also target.
So now you may choose new targets for an instant or sorcery spell.
Or I don't
The
know.
problem with trying
Yeah,
to
there's only
target Wild
one.
Ricochet is that there's no other viable targets for Wild Ricochet.
Either way, I'm gonna try to pay 2 blue and cast a Rewind to counter target spell and untap up to 4 lands.
So even though the rewind is going to counter the bolt bend, I do just want to say for the record, there's 7 copies on the stack.
True.
Noble, your bolt bend can redirect a single one of those copies. The storm happens. When storm goes off, it's like casting a new spell. So basically, Tribs has the first one, then he has 6 copies, all targeting you separately. So even if you change the original, he's getting 6 copies that he's choosing you. So you can change one, but it won't do all 7, unfortunately.
Okay, so he rewinded it anyway, so it doesn't really
Right.
matter.
Yep. I just wanted to clarify for any
And
future.
So do
The
I
re-
reveal like 7 separate cards, or is it the same card and hits that many times?
7 separate, so you'll lay them out, and we'll just have Azo pick one randomly and then shuffle
Okay.
them up again.
I would like to point out that because you cast Rewind, wouldn't that bump it up to 8?
I guess it's before it resolves.
Yes, because Ignite Memories and Wild Ricochet are still on the stack, and then
Alright.
yep.
So Azo, pick a card.
So it'll actually be 9. Storm says
Oh
whenever you
my
play the
God.
spell, copy it for each spell
Does it count
played
itself?
before
Oh,
it. No,
wow,
it counts
okay.
Noble's Bolt Bend.
What a bad play.
Oh,
then.
true, it does count bolt bend.
I thought that would just ricochet all of them over to.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
mean-
did.
I guess I could keep going then.
But
Yeah,
Oh.
you can keep going. You can keep
I should.
building that storm and just doing
This might
silly
just kill me.
things.
So I'll pay 1 for
Noble,
the
I've been
time
killed
off
by
the
this
top.
exact interaction before.
So I have 2 copies of this.
What spell is this,
Off,
Tribs?
Telling time off the top. So I'll flip the top, but I have a Jace's Sanctum trigger.
I'll just wait till he's ready.
Sadly, none of my win cons are on the field, so chances are I will take second place, but we're going to see how it plays out.
I'm
Storm count is currently at 9, so Melek copies the spell. Copies obviously do not count as casting a spell, so Storm went from 8 to 9 from telling time.
Jace's Sanctum trigger, I put 1 to the bottom. Then I looked at the top 3 cards of my library, put 1 of those cards in my hand, 1 on top and 1 on the bottom.
Noble,
I'll put-
just for the sake of this playing out, and you didn't know, do you want to take the Bolt Bend back to your hand?
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm for
I
that as
thought it
well.
would ricochet, but I mean, it's done already. It makes the most sense for a storm count out too. I don't want to take that back from him. So
I believe in you, Living.
So
Oh,
Lemony
wow.
is saying, I think Storm only counts spells played before the card goes on the stack.
That could be
I
true.
mean- When you play this spell, copy it for each spell played before it this turn.
This one in the hand. One back up. Okay. Resolves. I got Arcane Denial.
Storm
on top.
spells. Okay, never mind. Storm spells don't cast themselves. That's not what I'm looking for. Casting instants in response to a trigger of a storm card. No, you need to cast instants before.
Okay, so we're back to 7.
We are back to 7 because the bolt bend would not count because it was on the stack.
Neither would the rewind.
Yep, neither would the rewind. That's what
Yeah.
got us to 9. So we're at
7.
Do you have anything big in your hand anyway, Noble?
yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I have,
Lemony
two
coming in
pretty
clutch
big
with the rules.
spells in my hand right now, so
Savable.
this could
Alright.
kill me for sure. So
So Noble, go ahead and
All you.
shuffle up that
Alright.
hand.
yep.
Here's what you're gonna do, Noble. Just put your hand on the camera and then shuffle it and just do top card and just do that 7 times.
Alright.
Sure.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
Alright, first card is land.
Land. So now you put the land back in
Shuffle
your
back
hand
in,
and
yep.
so all right. First one, no damage.
I will be frank, there's only 1 land in my hand currently. So
You're gonna hit it 7 times.
we gotta hit it 7 times. Go, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Alright, ready?
Double
Hey,
whammy,
Noble,
double whammy, double
if you
whammy.
hit this land 7 times, you're leaving the game and going to buy a lottery ticket.
Alright, is it top card again?
Sure.
Sure,
Yep. It's just
yeah.
gonna be that every time.
Heroic Intervention.
Okay. Only
Okay.
2.
We'll take 2. We're down to 5 now.
Yep.
Yep.
5 left. What's the highest CMC? Curious.
6.
6.
Kodama's Reach.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna stop.
You're good. I would just shuffle 3 times and then reveal.
Alright. Geode Rager.
Oh, there's the 6.
Ooh. Got 3.
True Conviction.
Ooh, that's another 6.
Oh. 2 left.
I feel like I've seen a lucky interaction like this on a Nikachu video before from Lemony.
Yeah.
Generous Pup.
That's 2, correct?
Yep.
Last
Alright.
one.
Last one.
19 damage somehow. Surely.
Yeah, I remember.
Like I said, I didn't come here to win. I came here for fun and hijinks.
I'm revealing my
Last
Emrakul
one
the
is
Aeon's
Heroic
Torn.
Intervention again.
Got it. Okay.
Alright,
Well, it hit me for
Tribs.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That was an 18-point hit.
Noble, that is quite
Jabby.
poetic though, because I remember also being smacked for 18 at one point. So now,
Okay.
does Tribs have 18 damage? How big is that Haughty Jin?
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Also,
8.
what about Magnus the Red? Wouldn't his stuff have triggered bit spawn some chaos stuff there?
It's when he deals damage.
Oh, that's right. That's when he
Mhm.
smacks people in the face. He's one of the weird instance or sorcery commanders that wants to hit people.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to the Lehman Russ cage match.
The Haughty Jin is 8. 8 for flying.
I mean, how many Drakes did you create this turn? It would have been 1, 2, 3,
think I
4,
had-
5, 6.
I think I had 2.
Was it so you casted
Maybe I missed a trigger.
Telling Time, Rewind, Wild Ricochet,
Like-
Ignite Memories, Big Score, Treasure Cruise for 6. So if you had
On
2,
the-
you missed 1.
I've cast Chaos Orb and Seething Song before that, so I missed one, yeah.
So you have 2 Drakes that can attack. You have a 9, or you have 8,
8.
10. You have 12 damage right now. Your Octopus was created on Kryptos' turn, and you have Talrand. But Noble can block both of
2
those.
creatures, yeah.
Yeah.
You can put Noble to 5 or 3.
Is it? Yeah, if I can't kill him, I gotta go for the Coveted Jewel, I guess.
Or wait, you didn't cast Melek this turn,
Yeah, he can attack.
so you can put
4.
Noble to 1 if you swing all out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if you put Noble to 1, I will make sure you do not die when he swings back.
He's poor frog.
But I mean,
Oh,
like Tribs, you'd have to lose. You'd have to
That's a
lose
rock hard
Talrand,
boost.
Melek.
Yeah. I just think I gotta keep back what I can and go for the Coveted Jewel.
Hmm.
Okay.
I feel like that's my
What's the card on
only
top
out
of your
if I can't
library, Chibs?
kill him, right? It's Arcane Denial.
Okay, so you have at least an out on the top of your library.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go to combat. I'll send my 3 flyers. You, Neil Roy.
Whoa.
So that's a 8 on the Jin, and then
Yeah, and then 2 2/2s.
So 12 in
all flying.
total.
12 in total. Well, I would just, Spore Frog it, but there is also the giant, terrifying.
He is goaded
Hydra.
right now, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's goaded, so he can't attack me. Period.
He could
but-
attack you if he
No,
can't
until
attack
Chibs
me
is
else,
dead.
right?
Well, unfortunately, I'm also not gonna go into that trap because I also know that if I Spore Frog and then you kill Tribs and then I
Yeah.
have nothing to delay you. So I am just gonna take the 12 to the face and let you take the coveted jewel.
Sure. On no blocks, I'll
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, down to 26.
this
You have the coveted jewel.
this treasure will be the jewel for now. I guess you guys would have seen what I drew because Melek, Arcane Denial, Island, and a Braid. 3 damage? That's close. Oh, Felwar Stone on top.
Hmm.
I will just pass, I think.
Okay. I don't know what to do
I
anymore.
discard a bunch, but
Draw a card.
I feel like
Was it-
Noble's. Well, okay, Noble. I was gonna say your best play is to try and force the Spore Frog now, but you can't. You have to attack Tribs.
I have to
unless you can
attack
get rid of the
Tribs,
enchantment.
and I can attempt to attack Trib. I can do both. I can attack them both, but problem I'm facing is, oh lordy lord. Problem I am facing is that if I attack them both, he can Spore Frog, and then I can die on either crackback, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
If I kill Tribs,
And so when Spore Frog came out and we all said, he's so strong, he's so good, Spore Frog is quite literally warping the game right
Mhm.
now.
Like, if you can kill your enchantment somehow, I would maybe talk about upgrading the Spore Frog to deal 3 damage to it.
Technically, it's my enchantment,
That's true, yeah.
and I have no way to defend it. If you want to destroy it, go ahead. It was a delaying tactic. That's all that was.
And
Pretty good
I'd
one.
say it's still working.
Now, I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking too, because everyone already saw my hand.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah,
More or less.
More or less. I'm wondering if I cast. Oh, it's one of the big spells. I'm debating between the two which one to cast.
I mean, in my thoughts, are you thinking about dropping the True Conviction and just trying to go all out?
If I drop the True Conviction, I could try to attack Tribs and gain a ton of life. But I'm wondering if the Spore Frog would then be activated because they doesn't want me to gain that much life.
This is true.
I think
But then,
at this moment, it's almost like you just need to think about how do you force the Spore Frog. Because if
Yeah.
the Spore Frog sticks around, this will just happen next
all right,
go
here's what I'm
around.
gonna try. I'm gonna pay
did you wanna make a
1,
Drake of mine and stuff, by the way?
2, 3, 4, 5,
Yes.
6 mana. I'm gonna cast a Geode Rager.
Oh, and yeah, 1 second, Noble Tribs. So Kryptos Tribs made 6 Drakes. So your
Oh yeah,
octopus
I
guy,
will-
yeah, you'll get to make a Drake as well.
that's a Drake. That's a 2/2 Drake.
All right. So Geode Ranger
Mhm.
is on the stack. Tribs with an Arcane Denial in hand.
Yeah.
Whenever a land enters the battlefield under Noble's control, goad each creature target player controls.
That's fine.
Okay, Geode Ranger resolves. Geode
Okay.
Rager.
I'm then gonna play a land for turn. and I'm going to goad all of Trib's creatures.
Okay.
Makes sense.
It must be nice, Noble, that
also-
you play one land and all 4 of your creatures have a landfall ability.
Yeah, he's gonna get a +1/+1 counter from Obuun, and then he's gonna get the sage. He's gonna go to 2. He goes to 4. He goes to 5, and then I'm gonna need another. Okay. Oh my gosh. So he's at an 85 right now, and then he doubles. So he's gonna be at 170.
170.
Okay, Tribs.
What's up?
I will give you an out for that goading if you want. You can complete when you have to attack me. I will give you a way to completely ignore the goading, and it will cost you nothing except to keep annoying Noble. That's all you got to do.
Noble, do you regret killing me now?
No, I mean, it was the only play that made sense at the time, I think, dude.
Mm.
Just keep annoying Noble, and I will give you an out.
Okay. If I'm alive.
He's gonna Aetherize and just return all your creatures. There's your out.
No, I will not destroy, exile, or bounce any of his creatures.
Mm. So the Hydra is a 171.
He's 170, but there's no 0 on it's whatever. So it's
Sure.
it's yeah, basically. 6,
Now,
and then he went up 2 counters, so he was at 12, so he's at 14 now.
yeah, this is when I draw into Dark Steel enchantment that turns it into a 1/1 indestructible bug.
Dark Steel
Mhm.
Mutation, yeah.
Yeah, it would still be massive, but it can now be blocked by a 1/1.
Go to
Yeah.
combat, Tribs. 170 Trampler coming your way.
Okay. I will respond. I'll pay a red to cast Braid. Let's see. I don't know what to target. I'm not sure. Just target the Geode Rager for now.
What's it
But
do?
I will just deal
3
3
damage.
damage to target creature, but I'm gonna
Okay.
get a Drake trigger. Dice for my untapped Drakes. And I will Jace's Sanctum Scry. Felwar Stone, I don't think I
Mhm.
need you right now. Something good, please.
Ugh,
Wayfarer's Bubble.
darn.
So in response to my own Abrade, I guess then, I will add a blue and Arcane Denial it.
Dang.
Okay.
And I will get a Drake and I will scry this to the bottom. Something good. Sorcery. That is pretty much where my luck runs dry.
In response to shenanigans, I will Spore Frog.
Oh. Interesting. Spore Frog is no combat damage at all. Oh,
Yep.
No.
Okay, so in that case, I will block with a Drake. Just so it's declared block for the Coveted Jewel.
Oh yeah.
Would you need to block? Because isn't Spore Frog preventing all combat damage? Or
Yeah,
not.
but Coveted Jewel doesn't care about damage, it cares about blocked and unblocked.
Sure. Yeah.
And
I did
then,
not see that one coming.
I guess from there, I'm gonna pass turn.
Okay. Time to see if I can pull a rabbit out of my hat.
You were waiting all night to use that one.
Yes, I was. Alright.
I have a lot of life still.
See, I think, though, if Tribs untaps, I think he can kill Noble now with the amount of Drakes he's created.
Well, all these things are goaded now, though.
Oh, you're right.
Ooh, Marn, I guess.
True. But, as I said, I have a solution to that problem.
The solution is just to kill Noble.
Oh, that is
Well,
one
then
idea.
then everything's still goaded and he kills him.
1, 2,
Yeah, you're right.
3.
Oh, this is such an interesting game.
5. I will play Beard, Steward of Argiv. Vigilance, and creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless their controller pays 1 for each of those creatures. Guess what? You
don't
can
have-
choose
yeah.
not to pay that cost, and therefore they can attack me if able, so they can go back to swinging at Noble's face.
So they can't attack Noble, but then if Tribs chooses not to pay the 1, so basically Tribs is non-goated right anymore.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Wait, really?
Bumble triggers, yes.
So you
So-
choose to swing at me still.
No,
Yes,
he cannot swing at you because a goaded creature cannot swing at the person. So Noble, you
thought
are
so.
defended from Tribs' attack still.
Until your next turn.
Mhm.
Until my
But anyway, but here's the thing. So, Bumbleflower triggers. Bumbleflower is going to give Tribs a draw and make
Under
herself +1. Give herself +1/+1.
Oh my god.
Propaganda. It's okay.
Then I'm going to tap. Well, I can't. Well, I can do that, but I can't do the fun part of that. So I'll wait till next turn for that, because I'm going to get a next turn. I will play Triskaidekaphilia.
Oh.
I have no maximum hand size in the beginning of my upkeep. If I have 13 or more or exactly 13 cards in my hand, I win the game. Yay! Alright.
You're on hand
So-
right now.
The
1,
black
2,
enchantment
3,
is Triskaidekaphilia. This is the Triskaidekaphile.
You mean no? No, this is file. The other one is phobia. Right
Yes.
now I have 5 cards in hand. Alright, so Bumble triggers again. Tribs, you get to draw.
Propaganda.
Bumble gets bigger. Yay, Bumble.
Oh.
And I get to draw 2 cards. 1, 2,
Cards in hand.
1, 7. 7 cards in hand.
Okay.
I got Passion Flames on top of my deck.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So now I'm going to swing at Noble with 7 in the air.
No
From-
flyers.
Well, hang on. Miss Bumbleflower is still goaded.
I never goaded Mrs. Bumbleflower.
Geode Ranger. Oh, you
Oh,
choose
yeah,
one
player, yeah.
player. I thought it was
Yeah.
all. Okay, yeah. Okay. So Miss Bumbleflower going at Noble.
Yep, I'll take 7.
Actually, would you guys have any objections if I took because I already had 1 flying counter on her, if I took it off and put it on the octopus instead?
Works for me.
Well, so Miss Bumbleflower doesn't give flying counter. She just gives something flying.
Yeah, it gives +1/+1 and it has flying until end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
So would you guys mind if I do that? The first target had been octopus, second target
I
been
mean, that
Bumbleflower.
would kill me, so I don't love that choice.
I'll leave it. It's up to you guys.
Mm.
Am
I
I
mean,
dying?
it's tough because it's like, on one hand,
Okay.
game state really hasn't changed, but on the other hand, like it does just outright kill Noble.
To be fair, he has had a massive run with a massive creature.
Very true. I haven't really. I've
Does
only
it
hit.
kill him?
I've only hit Jared so far with it, or Azoreign. I haven't touched anyone else this whole
I-
game with it.
And okay, yeah, and
I
I
was
do want
ready
to
to
point
die.
out,
Yeah, I got
Noble-
Sport Frog.
Noble makes the thing in 1818. He goes, "Don't worry, Azo. It's not gonna. It's just the one time." Then the
I
next
wasn't
turn,
planning
okay,
on
I'm
it.
gonna
I wasn't
kill
planning
you.
on it. But we had Spore Frog. He hasn't done anything yet, and your board state was still
No,
out the wazoo.
I have no qualms. I think you made a fine choice, but I'm just remarking that you're like, it's only gonna be the once.
So can I get the flying octopus or no?
I'm dead, so I shouldn't really be the one to like king make. And I feel like Tribs would say yes because it kills Noble. Noble's gonna say no because it
Does
kills
he die to
him.
it? Or is it
Okay.
only 9?
I'm going to. It's going to become a 9/9. So
Yeah.
I'm going to roll a d6. Odds. Noble
Well,
dies.
does Miss Bumbleflower and that thing both get flying?
Yes, they
Yes.
would both get flying.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I'm.
All right.
Yeah.
It's
So
on one hand, like, again, it's hard because like Noble, it like sucks if you just kind of die in that way, but at the same time, it's like, oh wait, I forgot I could just give this flying instead. Would you guys mind
Is it
like
lethal though?
it? Well, the octopus is 9, Miss Bumbleflower is 7, correct?
well, Miss Bumbleflower would go down to 6.
Right, but still, it would be 9 and
But
6.
then
would
I
be
have-
15.
Didn't
Well,
he
it'd be
already
9
take
and
the-
6 plus these
the
two
7?
too. Well, he did already change his life total, but then I stopped in the middle of that and was like, wait a minute, I could do something.
So it'd put him at 2.
If we don't, if you guys
It's
don't
actually-
allow Cryptos to do it, Noble will go to 1. Because it would be 7 plus 2 for 9.
It would be 6 because Bumbleflower's 1 last there.
Well, he was at 17, and then I declared the attack with Bumbleflower. Then he went to 10. Is what happened.
Oh, I thought Noble was at. So no, it would not be lethal. It would be 9 plus
9 plus 6.
15. Oh no, it would be exactly 17.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be 9 plus
My
6?
phone died. We're gonna charge it.
9 plus 6, and then the 2 from the Drake.
Yeah.
So it would be 15
Oh, the
plus 2
Drake,
to
okay.
17. Ugh.
Shall we
do
leave it up
neat.
to chance?
Does anyone in chat want to weigh in here? Because like in my personal opinion, I would say that that's fine because you didn't like draw a card and then say, oh wait, I want to do this. It was like, oh no, I could have just made the octopus flying as well. But it also is like it's killing Noble. So like I'm sure he would say, well, you know, you're already in combat. You've already moved through a few phases of the game. You've declared your attackers. And now we're going back. And then Tribs would probably say yes because it deals with Noble.
I'm pretty biased here.
Yep.
Ugh. I mean, at
But
this
I'm also,
point,
I usually say take back on everything.
yeah, at this point, I think it's just up to Noble because Noble, if you're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
you know,
could've-
that's
but he feels
fair
bad.
because that. Oh, Noble, can you hear us?
Oh. I've returned.
Your
Phone
turn.
is
So,
charging.
so Noble, I'm just kind of summarizing by saying, you know, Tribs, it would be biased because you're one of his opponents. Me personally, I would say that the take back is fine because it's not changing game state. It's not. It's just like, oh, I could have done this, but you're the one. I think it's if you are okay with like, you know what, fair and square. That's something you could have done. I'll take it on the chin. I'm dead, but at the same time, we've already moved through phases. The attackers have already been declared. Personally, I would leave this choice up to Noble because it's just like a personal thing. If you're okay with like, yep, that was on the board, that's the decision you should have made, I'm dead. Or if it's like, hey, you kind of forgot that's not my fault, you've declared attackers.
I definitely want to live. I definitely feel that way. However, I do understand that I feel conflicted because I did the same thing with my bolt bin where I was just like, hey, I used it. Like, I'm going to say roll the die. Roll the
Alright,
die.
so-
Let the gods of magic decide.
Alright, so
before
odds.
we do Dawson Griever in chat. I think that he passed priority. If anyone would have caught it, then it's fine. But we're almost done with combat at this point in the game, so we do have
that
a
is kind of where
chatter.
I'm at. It's like
Well-
after damage was declared, I took the hit, and then after all that, we moved into the second phase. And
Well, I
you
was
cast
also-
some more creatures.
Mhm.
That's when it was like, oh wait, I could have given it to the octopus and nearly killed you. So that's the part of me that's like,
Well, I mean, if
I did-
it does go through, you are dead. It is exactly 17.
oh,
Yeah.
then that's a part of me definitely feels like that for the phases. But if I don't want everyone to feel like I'm playing cheap either. So if it's
That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with leaving it up to the die. So
Whatever Noble wants is I'm
Yeah,
good for.
I think in this situation, if it were me, I would go through with it just because like I like to just play that way. Like I'm that player where it's like, if you had it, I want to lose to it or I want to win by it. But
you know what? Just
Noble,
roll the die. It's all right.
all right.
well,
So-
I was gonna say Noble, I'm gonna leave it in your court. If you want to play it like it was said, we can. If you want to roll the die, it's up to you. Lemony chiming in. Personally, I think that since it would have been fine to take back if it wasn't lethal, but it should be fine. Hang on, let me read. I think that since it would have been fine to take back if it wasn't lethal. Yeah, so Lemony is saying since it's lethal, like a take back,
more
but
iffy.
it's lethal. It's kind of like, if it was like bringing you to 20 to 2 or 20 to 5, if that was the argument, then it's like, yeah, take it back, I'll go to 2. But since it's like a huge, like, you will be dead, I think Lemony is saying that just leave it the way it was said.
All right. Well, I mean, I want to keep playing, so I'm definitely the bias for it's like that is how I think, but I don't want you guys to feel like, hey, I had you, and then like if I do walk away with this win or I don't, it's like, oh, you only won a technicality too. So like,
I feel like I should be dead
if you
too,
feel like,
though.
and if you either of you two would feel like it had been cheated a little bit, then roll the die. If I die, I die. If not, I kind of would like to keep playing, but
Why would you
I
be
am
dead,
definitely
troops?
biased towards my
with the
opinion.
Spore Frog, I thought I was dead, dude. I feel like I cheated.
Sport Fox is a good card.
Yeah, so just because we're at this late point in the game, I'm gonna say we're gonna say no flying octopus for this, just because
Okay.
it is lethal.
Okay, well then just the 2 from the Drake on top of the Miss Bumbleflower, and they'll be into combat.
Sorry, that was a very long, for people watching, that was a very
Alright,
long-winded
okay.
discussion, but thank you for bearing with us. Sometimes
Yeah, no problem.
things get complicated.
Things could be complicated.
And now we're waiting for Noble to return from exile.
Yeah, just keep going. My phone's charging, so it'll.
Oh, you get, alright.
Okay.
When I come
Alright.
back, I come back.
All right. So, is there anything else I can do? I have 1 mana open. I do not have the jewel anymore. That belongs to Mr. Fishy Fish.
The fish god himself.
I'm going to pass turn. Tribs, you're up.
Okay. Can't believe I'm alive.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna keep the 2 Drakes down here separated because they're not goaded. And draw my card, which is pass. Let's return. Flip top. We gotta land on top.
Alright,
feel like
so
passing
now
points too
Tribs'
big for
board
my
is
brain.
goaded. I am doing nothing, so I'm going to calculate the damage that Tribs has on the board currently. The Haughty Djinn is subject to grow. The
Yeah.
Drakes
And
are
then-
all live now, so that's 20 from the Drakes. The Octopus is
how-
8.
How much mana per would I have to pay? If I was
It's
to
1 for every creature.
Yep. 1
Magnus
for
is
every.
4. So Tribs, total damage you have right now, not counting the Haughty Djinn getting bigger, you have 46 damage right now.
Oh. Decent.
But remember, if you swing at me, you still have to deal with Noble's giant scary Hydra by yourself.
From just your flyers, Tribs, you have 30.
Oh. Okay. Get. How much mana you got?
I have 1. I have 1 mana.
1 mana.
And Magnus is also flying. Sorry, you have 34 flying, Tribs.
True. I think this do be flying.
But you can also choose not to hit me thanks to the
Mhm.
Steward of Argiv. Argive? Agave?
I'm just trying to think. Well, Tribs, do you mind if I theorycraft, or you want me to just shut up?
Yeah. I got the Pass and Flames. and
I was
have
just
Ignite
gonna say,
Memories in there.
Yeah, you know you have the Past in
And-
Flames.
Definitely cook a lot.
Cards
Yeah,
in
I'm
hand,
going here all
Tribs.
night. Like 9.
You could actually Past in
Five.
Flames Chaos
That'd be
Warp
great.
the Hydra away.
Yeah. Definitely do that. I will just start by...
Noble cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 6 cards. You know, 1 is a heroic event intervention. You know, 1 is true conviction.
One's a land.
He played the land.
Oh, true.
So he could have drawn another land, or he could not. All 6 cards in hand could be straight big dead time.
True. I think I'm just gonna start off with a ponder. So,
Yep, I'm gonna now I'm gonna shut my mouth. Tribs, you are all 3 of you are capable Magic players. I'm going to be exiled into death.
Just remember, he has a hurricane intervention. Okay, guys, I'm gonna dip it out. I'm done.
Oh no, I was just not meaning like saving your creatures because it
No, you're good, dude.
mana count for the
You're
ignite
killing
memory.
me.
I'll
There's
scry this to the bottom.
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't exactly call us completely competent, right? I think you're giving us a little too much credit there.
I think you are all excellent Magic players, every one of you.
I'm gonna shuffle off my pawn. There, boom.
To be
The
completely
fact that there
honest,
hasn't been any board wipes this game is kind of wild.
I got negate.
especially when we have two decks with white,
Mhm.
3 decks with blue, and then 3 decks with red.
I only run 1 board wipe in this deck. I don't really run board wipes very often in almost any of my decks.
Alright, I'm gonna pay a red for the past lands.
Dun 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 dun.
I'll scry off Jace's Sanctum into the bottom. And then make another Drake. I should put these Drakes. 2 more, so I have 8, I think, here. 2 that are not gooded. 2 that are fresh. Swivel 2. And then flip the top. See the truth. Storm counter is going to go up by 1. Not relevant, I'm sure.
If you're playing red and blue, the storm count is always relevant.
And then my whole graveyard is in hand. I'm just gonna put the man tower. I'm not gonna put land in that. Okay. I will make 3 red off the Coveted Jewel. And I am going to start with a big score for 1 red. So let's go 2. So I will discard a card and make 2 treasure and draw 2. I'll discard Island. Having the treasure token.
This is when Tribs takes 3 hours for his turn.
Exactly.
The is it turn.
Let's do 4 here. And then I'll draw 2. And then this is Serum Visions on the top. Mind Stone. Okay.
You know, I have an Is It deck, but I hate playing it because it goes so
Yeah,
so slow when it starts storming off.
Mhm.
I
And
didn't
it
make
annoys
this
me.
deck and I hate it. So I have 2 here, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna pay 6, get rid of all this. Still have the stone, I guess, but for 1,000-year storm.
Oh boy. Okay. That changes things.
Yeah.
Ooh. That does not sound friendly to anybody.
Whenever I
that
cast an
do?
instant or sorcery spell, copy it for each other instant or sorcery spell you've cast before it this turn. You may choose new targets for the copy.
Dang.
So now, hold up, Lemony, if you're still in chat. This says whenever you cast. Oh no, it just says copy it again. It doesn't say cast the copy. Because if it said cast the copy, that would copy the storm ability.
It just
Yeah, it just says copy it.
it's basically Storm itself.
Yeah.
It basically gives all instants and sorceries that you play Storm.
Yeah. I'm at
And then there's
2
Past
right
and
now.
Flame. Oh, this is going to be a very interesting turn.
So I'm at 2 there.
You are at 3. Ponder, Past in Flames, big score.
Big score, thank you. Got the exile.
Oh, my pay stub just
Is it
popped. I'm
this?
going to get paid tomorrow. Yay.
Been down, okay.
More magic money.
Well, I am talking with a deck builder on Etsy for a,
Interesting.
I think a 20 Boros? Or not, or however you pronounce it, the Thai Boros. The guy that when you can snipe things and draw cards off the sniping.
I'm gonna pay a blue to Treasure Cruise.
He came out with the Cowboys.
I can't say I'm too familiar with that.
TAII.
5. And then I'm gonna scry this to bottom up Jace.
A-I-I. Oh, Ty Joaquin. Perfect shot. Huh.
2, 3. And I'm gonna draw 12 off 4 Treasure Cruises. And then
Jeez.
3.
We go.
So now you just got to make sure to hold up like literally a single red. So we have the Soul Ring. Well, you don't really need colorless mana. You need colored. So we got 2 more spells here.
Let's go blue. This should kind of solve things a lot. For Frantic Search.
Oh man.
I might just rip it after this one. Do I even want a Frantic Search? That sounds like a headache, actually.
I mean, you could just say that you stack, untap 3 lands, cast 4 more spells, holding up the command tower for the ignite memories. So Frantic Search allows Tribs to draw 2, discard 2, untap 3 lands. So basically his spells at this point are just the colored mana. And then...
So I have 5 copies of Frantic Search.
You would have...
The
You would
original and then
have
4
1,
from
2, 3,
2011.
4, 5 copies, yes.
Untap 3. So I just say I have 15 floating. If that works.
Oh,
really
because
float
you're
it, but-
copying it. Shoot. Yeah, so you just untap all your lands.
Untap all but 1. So I have 10.
Why are you
floating.
untapping all but 1?
Oh, true. So I have 9 floating.
Oh my god, 9
So
floating. 1,
4
2,
and
3,
5.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Blue.
So you technically have 16 mana that you can spend. So 16 more counts.
Oh my gosh, that's too much. And then I'll draw 2, discard 2. Boom, 2 lands. Draw 2.
Do I have anything big in my hand?
So hold up, Tribs. You could hold up 2 mana, pay 1 for the Haughty Djinn, because this thing's going to be huge after this Frantic Search.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
True. Draw 2, discard 2. 1 more. Draw 2. Discard 2. A mountain. I'm just gonna play some non-sorceries to get my storm up with the 10 floating, so I'll use, or 9 floating, sorry. I'll use 2 for Kessig Flame Breather.
Oh, there you go.
Whenever cast a non-creature spell, deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Okay, yeah, this might be it. If you knock out Noble with the Kessig Flame Breather, and then you can just target Kryptos with
Actually, so I used 2 and I had 9. So I had, we'll say I used 1 of each, and then we'll Niv for 6.
Jeez.
8. So I have 1, say blue, left. So whenever I draw a card, does 1 damage to any target. Can I draw? definitely. So with the 1 blue, I'll cast a Serum Visions. And a Storm with 7, and then this goes up to 5. So I'm gonna get 6 copies of Serum Visions. I'm gonna draw 6 and scry 2. We'll just do.
And then with
Flame
the
Breather trigger.
Yep.
Deals 1 damage to you, and then 6 damage from the 6 draws. Scry at the bottom.
who is getting the 6 damage.
Shoot Noble in the face for 6. Dang. I'm gonna ignore the Talran trigger for now.
So Noble, you'll go to 1, and then Kryptos, you'll go to 25, because the Kessig Flame Breather is going to deal 1 to each of you.
Yeah. I forgot that my Drake is tapped. So yeah, I am open to flyers.
Okay.
Feel free to steamroll my face.
Yeah, I think I will just swing after that.
Well, right. Well, you gotta remove the Bayard, Steward of Argive.
Or just pay the mana to just.
Oh yeah, I guess you haven't. Yeah.
Do I have to do it when I'm in attack phase?
When you're declaring attackers.
When you're declaring attackers.
I mean, if you cast 1 more spell, it just knocks Noble out right now.
Yep.
True. What can I do to draw a bunch?
Well, you can just replace Serum Visions.
That's true. I'll just brainstorm
Oh my God.
7 times.
I'll die.
Oh, that might be lethal.
Yep.
Oh, I was 2 spells away from my fling.
So Brainstorm will deal 1, putting Kryptos to 23. Then you're gonna draw.
21 draw.
You're gonna draw 21 cards.
I'm gonna draw 1 and put 22 back. Right.
Well, you draw 3 and put 2 back, and you're gonna do that 7 times. So 7 times 3 is 21. Yeah, you're gonna draw at least 21 cards, putting Kryptos to 2, and you have enough mana to cast. You can just recast Brainstorm and you just win.
Yeah.
Or you could just kill me with a Drake. Either way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Rude.
This all could have been prevented if you didn't use the frog.
Last second, I think actually, I'll pay a red, and I will, we'll ignite memories you for however many times.
just real power play. Ignite memories yourself.
Oh, I'm not living that.
Alright, so let me.
Dang.
Alright, so.
Sorry about the is it turn.
Oh no, it's fine.
It's whatever
Top
the deck does.
card is. It's a land. Let's see how many tribes I can get to before I'm dead.
Jeez.
Because you are 1 off the trigger, and then it'd be like.
I take 5 to the
14
face
times.
from Psychosis Crawler.
Rip.
Well,
I'm dead.
hey guys,
That was-
I am ready to talk about my 3 cards.
Go at it.
Oh, are
I'm
you?
also ready.
If you guys want to participate, it's certainly okay if you don't, but I'll just go ahead while you guys are shuffling up. I want to first off say Kryptos, an insanely amazing game with Miss Bumbleflower, a pre-con. That was a lot of fun to just see that go that hard. Noble, my arch enemy, Obuun, my favorite deck ever, kills me yet again. You guys can see why it's my favorite deck. And Tribs, again, I said it at the beginning of the game. Tribs is going to fly under the radar, coast, and then he's going to explode and have a big Izzet turn, and that is exactly what happened. Very cool decks, very different style of decks all going at each other. We had a Precon facing off against Izzet Storm, facing off against Naya Landfall, and Teamer, Big Boys, Elemental.
All right. I have my 3.
Alright, so since I was knocked out first, I'll go ahead and give my 3, then we can go Kryptos, Noble if you'd like to. I know your camera's being a little wonky, and then Tribs will be allowed to take his victory lap and talk about his 3. But I'll just be quick. Mine probably pretty obvious. I'm going to talk about Animar. He got really huge, made all my stuff really cheap, and he was just kind of what I was counting on to make my stuff cheaper, so I could just basically almost have a storm type turn, just kind of casting a lot of stuff. Next one is going to be Tatioba Benthic Druid. Drew me a lot of cards to just keep me in the game, and just a very solid card in her own right. Just play land, draw a card, a very simple Simic spell, and last one's going to be the Avenger. This spell kind of kept me in the game. It made a lot of blockers, and it certainly would have had a bigger turn if it wasn't removed as early as it was. But I think it just kind of put me in this scary board state. As soon as this came down, everyone's heads turned towards me, and I was answered very quickly afterwards. So I still had a great time. I had a good game. I had fun. So those are my 3.
All right. First off is Miss Bumbleflower herself, because it was just friends for everyone except for Azo.
That's right.
Yes. Tons of fun there. Of course, Spore Frog, because it literally just kind of let me just politic my way through the game until the very end to like second place, which I'm happy with. And then finally, for that clutch counter spell nonsense, Long River's Pull.
Definitely, I would agree with the Spore Frog. Obviously, Miss Bumbleflower being your commander, key part in the deck. I really, honestly, I liked that octopus thing that was making you. It was kind of you didn't get a lot of chances to have it really pop off, but it made you the octopus, and then it was going to keep making you the Drake tokens on Tribs' turn. And like I think that was just like a cool card in the deck. But yes, again, Cryptos, thank you for joining. Thank you for coming on and showcasing the power of a precon.
Yep, not all precons are lame.
That's
Some of
true.
them are deadly bunnies. Speaking of which, there's the deadly bunny.
Love that deck.
All right, Noble. I know we can't see your board, but did you have 3 cards you'd just like to talk about?
Sure. I mean, I feel like they're pretty obvious for the most part. I think the Mossborn Hydra and the Evolution Sage are definitely like MVPs this game. They just, I mean, the Mossborn Hydra is the only thing that I think this people were looking at me and were like, he's a threat this whole game. He just got really big, really fast.
That was fun. Mainly for me.
It ended with him being a 170.
It's
so, like,
crazy.
He's pretty big. So I have him up front. I have the Evolution Sage second because he was just compounding the counters from the lands.
Yep.
And then my Fatal Passage, honestly, I picked for 3 because it let me get the land out that turn, the double landfall that made him a 20 to a 85 or something like that. And that's what was able to push me over to kill you. It really was just that frog though that did me in though. Like I didn't turn one land into a creature this whole game.
That is true. You did not.
And I only didn't do that because I was like, well, if I swing the Hydra and that land at him, I feel like he's gonna stop it. I'm gonna be out of combat step that turn. And so I was just trying to save that till it was finally gone, and he popped it when I was about to hit Tribs with 170 Hydra. He said, nope, that's not happening. This makes me very sad. Which turns out he could have won the game if he did it that way too. Which would have been pretty insane. Pretty good plays. But yeah, great game. That was pretty cool. Made big Hydra. Mission accomplished.
Mission, yeah. There you go. All right, Tribs, your victory lap, your 3 cards.
Sweet. Thanks for having me. Awesome game. Yeah. Off that, the Spore Frog, I did feel like it was a little weird. I didn't feel like I totally deserved to live. But I love Bumbleflower. And I totally understand making friends, not enemies, with that deck.
Well, as I told Azo, when I told him I was playing the precon, I'm not playing to win. I'm playing to have fun and for hijinks.
Yeah.
I don't care if I win. I care exactly how many people I take with me and how funny it is.
Yeah. The first one I wanted to showcase was Magnus the Red. I know Azo loves this card. I love it too, especially with Talrand out. Him and Talrand just go hand in hand so well. I pretty much didn't pay more than 1 mana, which is just a colored mana, since I had this out for all my instants and sorceries, which is really, really strong. The combat damage effect, like you said, Cryptos is a little weird on it. Is it Spellslinger card? But it could be
it's very weird on a instant sorcerer card.
But overall, pretty good card. Saved me a lot of mana, so much appreciated. And then I wanted to showcase the 1,000 Year Storm. Obviously, Storm deck wants to storm off. 1,000 Year Storm probably does it the best at making everything into Storm, unless you're playing the actual new Storm card, which I forgot about from Marvel Rivals, or not Marvel Rivals. Great game, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But
the Marvel Secret Lair.
Secret Lair, yeah. Love this card. One of my favorites, but my all-time favorite card, which I had to showcase, is Ignite Memories. This deck was a gift from the friend who got me into Magic. Ignite Memories is my favorite card. My first Magic card I also got.
Wow.
And yeah, I hate playing Izzet. I feel so icky after winning with Izzet, especially in that way. But yeah, I haven't played this in a while. I figured I'd come play it, but I feel like everybody kind of did their thing. It was a great game, and thanks for having me.
I think I've died to Ignite Memories before in the past. I know I have.
Yeah, for sure.
The only thing that would have made this more hilarious if I got my Moss out and I started competing with Noble on how big it could get.
Yeah, just going back and forth.
You know, when he casted those Chaos Warps earlier, I had that Bolt Band in hand, and I seriously considered shooting the frog and redirecting it. But my brain just went to the whole time, like, this thing's so big, someone eventually is going to target it with something, right?
Yeah, I think saving it was your best. That was your good choice.
Chaos Warp, though. Should have. Who knew?
To me, my biggest misplay was using my swords to plowshares too early.
Yeah, you should have swords the 170 Hydra.
Dude, again, 170 life, that was dope.
Saving the swords until you needed it, because like I think you definitely used it preemptively to slow me down, and then there was the series of turns where it was I got double Chaos Warped and Counterspelled, and then right after that I got hit for 18, so I just took a triple team to the face on that go
I
around.
thought you were going to hit something with the Chaos Warp. I was feeling lucky.
Yeah, the problem is that I have been on the receiving end of a Maelstrom deck before when it goes off and it's just cascading out nothing but threats, so I'm just like, eh. And then they all have Death Touch and Haste, I'm like, eh.
One of my reasons for building Maelstrom Wanderer is not really like it's not a cascade deck. It's kind of just like a hodgepodge of like just cards that I like combat triggers and just like big things that I think are cool. And my biggest reason, this is the last thing I'm going to say, what we're going to call it for tonight. So I bought a commander deck, and my prize card, I was saying to my buddies, I was like, I think the Maelstrom Wanderer just looks so cool. It's probably my favorite side profile art. Bought a commander deck. I think it was the Urza Precon when Brothers War came out, and my prize pack that comes with like 2 cards, the Maelstrom Wanderer foil was my card in that pack, and I was like, that's just destiny. I was like, I was talking up, I love this artwork, it's so cool, and it pulled it, like I pulled this card, so it's like it's just that much more special, just a little bit more special. So still trying to figure out what the deck wants to be, but right now it's just kind of like big, fun, turbo, go fast, do stuff. It's so yeah. But anyway, thank you guys for playing. Cryptos, Noble, Tribs, you guys were great guests. That was a really fun game. I didn't get to participate in too much of it, but I had a lot of fun watching it. It was a lot of fun to just stay involved with the game, keeping count of storm, kind of predicting what was going to happen. I think it ended in a very cool way. You all went down swinging, and Tribs was just able to pull it off. Definitely. So if you're still watching, I appreciate you. Lemony, thank you for your help with the rules, of course. We had Dawson Griever join in. Weigh his opinion here. We've had Taco Tony, Lyonix joining in, chatting quite frequently. So again, appreciate you guys, and we'll be back next week with a new stream. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Peace out.
Good night.